Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are discussing from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 8, Attaining the Supreme, text 24. Agnir Jyotir Aha Shukla Agnir Jyotir Aha Shukla Shanmasa Uttarayanam Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Brahma Vido Jana Brahma Brahma Vido Jana Agni fire, Jyoti light, Aha day, Shukla the white fortnight, Shat Masaha the 6 months, Uttarayanam when the sun passes on the northern side, Tatra there, Prayataha those who pass away, Gachanti go, Brahma to the Absolute, Brahma Vidha who know the Absolute, Janaha persons. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please hear the translation first. Those who know the Supreme Brahman attain that Supreme by passing away from the world during the influence of the fiery goat. In the light, at an auspicious moment of the day, during the fortnight of the waxing moon, or during the 6 months when the sun travels in the north. Please repeat after me. Those who know the Supreme Brahman attain that Supreme by passing away from the world during the influence of the fiery god in the light at an auspicious moment of the day during the fortnight of the waxing moon or during the 6 months when the sun travels in the north. Purport. When the fire, light, day and the fortnight of the moon are mentioned, it is to be understood that overall of them there are various presiding deities who make arrangements for the passage of the soul. At the time of death, the mind carries one of the path to a new life. If one leaves the body at the time designated above either accidentally or by arrangement, it is possible for him to attain the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. Mystics who are advanced in yoga practice can arrange the time and place to leave the body. Others have no control. If by accident they leave at an auspicious moment, then they will not return to the cycle of birth and death. But otherwise, there is every possibility that they will have to return. However, for the pure devotees in Krishna consciousness, there is no fear of returning. He leaves the body at an auspicious or inauspicious moment by accident or arrangement. Srila Prabhupada ki Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Savadhetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Agnir Jyotir Aha Shukla Shanamasa Uttarayanam Tatta Prayata Gachanti Brahma Brahma Vidojanaha. So this chapter starts with the questions of Arjuna. He asked in 2 verses these questions. Arjuna inquired, O my Lord, Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is the self? What are the fruitive activities? What is the material manifestation? And what are the demigods? So how many questions are there? 5. Okay. Then again in next verse he is asking, Arjuna is asking, who is the Lord of sacrifice? And how does he live in the body, O Madhusudana? And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? Again, how many questions? 1, 2, 3 questions, right? So total 8 questions. And Krishna answers, let us say, 6 of the question in only 2 verses, or 7 of the questions, only 2 verses. And then he is explaining the whole chapter about the one question of Arjuna: how does a devotee How can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? Simply means how one can attain you. This is the name of this chapter, Attaining the Supreme. This name of the chapter is given by Vyasadeva, let us say, because he knows the heart of Krishna. He is Krishna himself. So, in this whole chapter, Krishna is explaining how to attain him. And in the beginning only, in the verse 5th only, he gives the conclusion actually. You can see this 5th text. Antakala cha mameva smarana mukta kalevaram ya prayati sa madbhavam yati natrat sanshaya. Those at the time of death. So he gives the conclusion in 5th verse only, but again he is speaking. And not only 5th, then 6th, then 7th, he is telling the same thing. How to attain him. If you read this chapter, you see four verses regularly is speaking how to attain him, how to attain him. Even in fact, if you will see this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna immediately come to the conclusion of devotional service. It doesn't take so much time, because he didn't have so much time there to explain everything. But still, for the sake, or let us say, the so-called Pandit or Jnanis, they should not criticize. He explained everything in short form, or let us say, he gives hint, or he explains what is other things are there. Like as we were discussing about Uttarayan and this and that. So the yogis should not say, oh, you see, Krishna is not explaining anything else. He has given this thing, but he is not saying anything to Arjuna. No, he is saying everything is there. But conclusion he has given before even. What? That a person has to remember him. And then this chapter goes on, and then Krishna explains how different type of people leave body in different way, but in any other way he is not giving any guarantee that they will attain me. If you will read the verses, you see he is not saying. Even in this verse, today's verse, what he is saying? Like even the Uttarayan is there, everything is there, and fortnight, waxing moon, what? He may, Prabhupada write, he may enter in. It is possible for him to attain the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. So, what I want to say, that we are practitioners of Krishna consciousness or devotional service. We must try to understand that what Prabhupada is giving in all his books, not only in Bhagavad Gita, not only in Nectar of Devotion or Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, even in his own life, what Prabhupada wants to give. Prabhupada wants to give what Lord Chaitanya wants to give. In this purport, Prabhupada is explaining first half of the purport about this verse, like how he explaining how, like, first of all he is explaining for the people of Kali Yuga, like there is a presiding deities of everything. When we see sun, it's not something, it's just some fiery planet or something, what scientists says. It's not like that. There's a person there behind. For everything, for moon there is a person there. For air there is a person there. This is called personalism. Impersonalism means to say you remove the person from that and become impersonal. No person. Enter in the light or meditate on the light. No. We have a person there. So in every step of our life we are facing person. So this what Prabhupada explained in the first half of the purport, that how soul goes, or these people help, like yesterday Mataji was explaining how these people, like different sun god helps, then moon god helps to soul to go in the journey of the soul. And then in another half, but in this first half even Prabhupada is not encouraging us to give so much attention on this different planetary, when they will like come in this position so person can leave body. In fact, I believe person like me don't have any control on, at least on my death. Those yogis who are very advanced, they choose the time, place, they can choose, but at least person like me, we were discussing with our friend yesterday about the death. We can die at any time. So we have to prepare for that. And Krishna consciousness is the very sublime Prabhupada is the sublime and simple way. A topmost is very simple. We don't have to control our senses, just like to control our senses and sit in a certain position and then control your air, then bring your prana to your somewhere in upper part of your body and then leave the body. It's very difficult. It's not at all possible for the people of the age of Kali. Mand sumand mand bhagya upadrita. What is the first line of this shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam? The characteristics of the Kali Yuga people. Second line is mand sumand mad bhagya upadrita. Like the symptoms of the Kali Yuga people or manushya is like they are mand sumand. They are very dull-minded and very slow. Mand bhagya, very like unfortunate. Upadrita, fighting for the very small things. Means to say there is no tolerance. This is the symptoms of people who are born in Kali Yuga, or the souls who took the body in Kali Yuga. But then in our Shastra it is also said that Kalo dosha nidhe rajan asti eka mahan yoga. Mahan guna. Kirtanadis asya mukta sangha brajet, something like that. This is the biggest boon for the people of Kali Yuga, or the souls who took birth in a Kali Yuga. Kalo dosh nidhe rajan. Hey Rajan, this Kali Yuga is full of faults. Nidhe means it's like ocean of faults. Asti ek mahan guna. Ek mahan gun. There is a one very wonderful quality is there. What that? Kirtanadi. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That wonderful boon Lord Chaitanya has given to unfortunate soul, but make us the most fortunate. If we take this process seriously and understand the power of chanting and the power of what Lord Chaitanya has told, Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti. I have put all the energies, all my power in Nam, in Hari Nam. Tatra Pita, then one step more, Tatra Pita Niyamate Smarane Na Kala. There is no hard and fast rule. But then what Lord Chaitanya says, the reality, Durdaiva Drishamihajinani Nanuraga. Durdaiva, this is my Durdaiva, like it's a very, pitiable or very, how you can like very low position that we don't have any, at least myself don't have any raga. Raga means attachment for the holy name, for the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. What is the proof that we don't have attachment? Why Lord Chaitanya is saying? He was dancing, he was crying, he was rolling. Still he is saying. What is our proof that we don't have attachment? At least for myself, the whole day I can awake, but as soon as I take bead bag in hands, whatever time, either it is morning, afternoon, evening, immediately, eyes become heavy, hands become heavy. When this round will finish? While standing, sleeping, as soon as 16 round finish, put your bead bag on the side. Even if I have time, no, I will not chant more, I will do something else other than chanting. Attachment means, Prabhupada used to give examples of attachment. Like a young boy and a young girl, when they are fall in so-called love, there is some attachment. If the girl says, I want to meet you night 2 o'clock at such a place, the person will not sleep even. There is some attachment. Or attachment to our body. How much like first class we take care of the body. Definitely devotees take care of the bodies because they have to serve Krishna. But we have seen in the material world, the biggest business nowadays is going on, this cosmetic business. To look young, to look nice, people spend thousands and hundreds, dollars even, right? Crores of rupees they just spend, so I should be fit, look nice. Look young at least, even if they are not young, at least look like a young. I have heard one of the very biggest, I think is Michael Jackson, yeah. He used to have, I can be like little bit here and there, but it is said that Michael Jackson, to keep himself fit, and he wanted to live long life. But whatever controller, he is not the controller, Krishna shows. He used to have 7 doctors with him all the time to check his heartbeat, to check his different, all the best doctors of the world. And whenever he was shaking with hand somebody, now Corona time we are using gloves. He was using at that time even. Yeah, he was not shaking hand with anybody without using gloves. And that gloves will be thrown then. And that is also very costly gloves. So what I want to say, he was spending so much billions of dollars just to keep his body fit and look nice. Because he is attached with this body. Why I am attached with the body? Because I get some sense gratification by this body. So-called sense gratification. I feel some happiness. Happiness of seeing, happiness of smelling, happiness of like eating, touching, so many. Different senses. Gives different types of happiness, which we are actually looking for happiness. But the problem is we are looking in the wrong direction, or let us say in the wrong way. We get some happiness by looking something nice movie, but after a few hours this finish. You don't want to see this thing again. You want to touch something nicely, but after some time it's finished. So eternally happiness, as how we can get? When we serve, that's what we are talking about here, how to attain Krishna. When we engage these senses in the service of Rishikesha. Same desire to see good things. Okay, we have wonderful deities. We have wonderful dham. Desire to eat, that is the best place. Krishna consciousness movement is best place for. We remember when we were joined, Krishna means to say ISKCON in Delhi. We even didn't see this much type of like prasadam. So much type of prasadam, North Indian, South Indian, West Indian, Italian or ye or this, everything of prasadam is available. In fact, this whole movement is going on prasadam. Prabhupada made devotees by just feeding them wonderful gulab jamuns. I remember one devotee was preaching in Nepal, Russian devotee. What is his name? This Russian devotee. He knows Nepali, he knows Hindi, he knows English. Wonderful devotee. He was in military before, and he was telling how he became devotee. He said he was in military, and once, like devotee in Russia, they came and they were serving halwa. When he ate halwa once, he was so like amazed with that halwa. He said, "No, I want more." Then he took more until it was finished. Like they were serving, they finished. Then he asked, "Where is this halwa you make?" He said, "In this place." He said, "Okay, I'm coming." Immediately start coming. And now he's preaching in Nepal. He's very wonderful devotee. He comes here. I forget his face is in front of me, but Patri Prabhu. Wonderful devotee. He's preaching so nicely in Nepal. So, instead of practicing this type of yoga, which you have to control your senses and then control your air and go towards upward and something, and then wait for Uttarayan. Now the sun is going towards Uttarayan nowadays. I think it has passed that day, when Bhishma Dev, that has passed, I think the sun, Makar Sakranti, yeah. And from that day, the sun has gone to Uttarayan. So wait for that day. No. We don't have to wait for that day. Means to say, it's not that we are disrespecting that thing, but we have to depend completely on Krishna. That's what Krishna is saying from the beginning. Antakale cha mameva. He started. And then he says, Yam yam vapi smarana bhavata janti antakalevram. Then he is coming to this point. And there is one more very important, very wonderful Prabhupada wrote this purport. If you read very carefully, you see, you can open your books again if you have with you. You see, very nice. Like this is for people like us. Others have no control. Others means other than yogi, let us say we. Others have no control. If by accident they leave at an auspicious moment, then they will not return to the cycle of birth and death. Even if by accident, if you leave on auspicious moment, then they will not return to the cycle of birth and death. But otherwise there is possibility that they will have to return. So what I want to say, nothing happened by accident. Anything happened by accident? You have heard this word, accident? Prabhupada said, nothing happened by accident. You have heard this thing? Because scientists say, accidentally this blast happened and then this planets came. And so Prabhupada said, no, nothing happened by accident. Everything is arranged by our karmic reaction or by Krishna. So, the people who don't have any control, if they leave body at this time, let us say in this time, they will go back home, back to Godhead. Let us say they don't have to take. But if a devotee leave the body at any moment, that's what Prabhupada says, before also, here also. However, for the pure devotee in Krishna consciousness, there is no fear of returning. Whether he leaves the body at an auspicious moment or accident or by arrangement. I have seen a lot of devotees, even those who are in Krishna consciousness. At least one I personally know, like Shubha Krishna Prabhu. You know Shubha Krishna Prabhu from our Goshala. His father, he was not, let us say, wonderful, or we can say like the pure devotee, let us say. But his father left a body in a Kartik month. So that's how Krishna arranged to increase our faith. His father left body in a Kartik month. I think it was starting or whatever time. He was like also me, as he was saying, you see, that's how Krishna helps. When Krishna says, Ma Shuchaha, don't fear, then he proves that thing. If you practice properly, under the guidance of spiritual master, Guru and Gauranga, then Krishna shows. That is called realization. It's not like a fake, oh, devotee don't get afraid of the death. Because they get realization in their living body, in this body only. That's how they become fearless. No. Krishna is so wonderful person. He takes care of everything. Sarva dharma parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo ma ashucha mokshashami ma ashucha. This fear Krishna will remove. And we have seen now even presently one of our Prabhupada's wonderful devotee, Vishal Prabhu. He left body like in Mangalarti time, on Ekadashi, you see. Because he completely surrendered to Krishna. He left all his whatever family, whatever, he just came to Vrindavan, took the shelter of Prabhupada, and what he was doing? Book distribution. He was not a great singer something, he was not giving big classes, he was just simple doing his service, every day doing book distribution. Sometimes his behavior, devotees were not liking, oh, who cares? Okay, it's okay. But he was fixed, dedicated his life to Prabhupada, doing his service with determination. And he left body on Ekadashi. You don't have to wait for, you see, Uttarayan is also there, morning time is also there. What's a wonderful, glorious death? That's what we have to learn from this Bhagavad Gita. This whole Bhagavad Gita is not bringing us to point to do something. No. People say, sometime in material we go outside. No, karma karo, karma karo. Gita teaches this karma karo. No. Krishna does. Gita doesn't teach karma karo. Karma to everybody is doing. No, surrender unto me. Whatever you do for me. Manmana madbhakto madhyasi mam namaskaru. For me. Krishna is very, selfish person. He doesn't want his devotees should go anywhere else. Just come to me, that's all. Because that's how the jiva will get the most benefit from his material life or from his material body. When he surrenders to Krishna. If he goes here and there, then it is problem. Then Krishna says, okay, try. Until there will be complete surrender, where is the question of love? He wants complete surrender. Sometime when we go outside, especially for book distribution, then people say, your Krishna always say me. What is this me? Because he is like this. Like a, unannoyed lover. He doesn't want that his beloved should go anywhere else. Right, Prabhuji? You don't want your wife should go anywhere else. Or my girlfriend should go, or girlfriend doesn't want the boyfriend should go here and there. No, come to me only. So Krishna is like that. That's what Prabhupada wants to give. That's what he is saying all in his purports. I always give this example or whatever, because in the purport of this verse, Manmana bhavmad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru, here Prabhupada writes, He's saying like we can open then, if anybody knows this. I think this is in which chapter? This. Mad bana mad bhakto. Anybody can find this verse? This is in mad bana mad bhakto madhya, in the last chapter, 14th or 15th. We can read this purport of that. Which one? In the purport of that, Prabhupada write where we have to meditate. Which chapter? 18th? Yes, it is. Here.
865. Yeah.
You see, in the last, one should not even divert his attention to other forms of the Lord. The Lord has multi forms as Vishnu, Narayan, Ram, Vara, etc. But a devotee should concentrate his mind on the form that was present before Arjuna. Concentration of the mind on the form of Krishna constitutes the most confidential part of knowledge. And this is disclosed to Arjuna because Arjuna is the most dear friend of Krishna. And what was the form? The form, a very form with two hands carrying a flute, the bluish boy with a beautiful face and peacock feather in his hair. Prabhupada is saying, not, we don't have to meditate on even Vishnu. What form? Which was present in front of Arjuna. Two hand forms. So that's what Prabhupada wants to give us. And that's what in this attaining the Supreme. So who we have to attain? Which Supreme? Shyama Sundara, our Shyama Sundara. Not any Vishnu form or something. That's what we have to. I remember also like how Krishna helps the devotees in this. I was discussing with my friend also in my room yesterday also. Like one of the Prabhupada disciples, she was serving in Australia. I forget the name of this Prabhuji, I always forget. He is an Indian devotee. His wife was from Australia. And she was serving very simple service. Like what she used to, she used to make a, how you call tiffin for the Sankirtan devotees. Sankirtan devotees, when they used to go in the morning, they don't return back for their lunch or something. They get the tiffin from the temple morning only, and then they are doing book distribution, and in the evening they come back. So that was her service, that's all. She was cooking for them when they are leaving. Morning after breakfast, she was giving them tiffin, okay, you take this. So she was giving this service, and finally when she found that she had a cancer and she is going to leave her body in such a time, so she came to Vrindavan, or by the arrangement of Krishna, because she was serving so nicely. And somehow or other we have this service at that time to take care of devotees little bit. So when we were visiting her room, she was just staying next to MVT. There is a last house on the corner, green house. When we turn towards VIH or towards Goshala from MVT road, on the last house she was staying there. Yeah, corner last. Right. Yeah. So we just noticed that she doesn't have any picture. Maybe picture was this side only, this side, but she was lying down like this. Then we decided to put one photo in front of her. So then we got some Radha Shyam Sundar photo, And we just put in front of her like this wall is in front, this watch is in front of me, like this. And as soon as she saw Radha Shyam Sundar, she said, "Oh, I was waiting for them." She immediately said, without like hesitation, "Oh, I was waiting for them." And next day morning she left body. Wonderful way. So many pastime, even if you request Shruti Kriti Prabhu, he knows how devotees were helped by Prabhupada. And the only thing that we have to surrender, we have to dedicate our life, whatever orders we have got, whatever Prabhupada has given, just stick to that. Then Prabhupada says, "I will take you back home, back to Godhead." Chant your 16 rounds attentively, follow 4 regulative principles, and perform your practical service. Prabhupada says, "I will take you back home, back to Godhead." So what is the problem in attaining the Supreme? The problem is only our anartha, that's all. And if you will stay in sadhu sang, then anartha nivritti will happen. The only danger in sadhu sang is Vaishnava parad, which we have to be very careful. Otherwise there is so much benefit. You can ask any devotee who is serving in the temple or in association of devotees, how Krishna removes their anartha, even whatever service they are doing. You can ask Narendra Krishna Prabhu, even in accounts, how much ego comes in front when we are doing account service even. You can ask our Prabhuji, Rasa Sindhu Prabhu, he is sitting here in front. He is serving in DT kitchen. How much ego clashing comes. Krishna wants to crush our ego. We just have to serve. When we serve in service under in association of devotees, very cautiously that we should not commit any aparad, tolerating this Trinadapi Sunichen, Taroravi Sahishuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadari. With this motto, that's what all our senior Prabhupada disciples say, this is the key of success in Krishna consciousness. In association devotee, if we tolerate this thing, then guarantees success, attaining the Supreme is guaranteed. Thank you very much. We have 8 minutes to discuss, to correct me, or any question. Just this morning, Mataji requested me or ordered me. I was not supposed to give class. Miss Susi, I was not new. She was this morning only.
It was not declared.
Yeah. Surprise. So you got surprise. Oh, this foolish person is sitting here. Yes, Rasa Sindhu Prabhu.
I have a text number 16.
Test number 16, yes.
Purport last sentence.
Purport?
In the purport.
Yeah.
Last sentence.
Last sentence. Yes. When there is a
When there is a devastation of this material universe, Brahma and his devotees who are consciously engaged in Krishna
consciousness,
Yes, Krishna consciousness.
yeah, or all transfer to the
spiritual universe
and to specific spiritual planets
according to
their
their
desire.
desires, not spiritual abode, right? Not to supreme abode. Their desires means
they're like yam vapi, or somebody have desired to serve Krishna in a dasya bhav, somebody has desired to serve Krishna in sakhya bhav, somebody have desired to serve Krishna in vasalya bhav, so they will go according to their desires. But this is wonderful also, you see, at the time of devastation, those who are practicing, even if their practice is not fulfilled, if they are, let us say, they reach to Brahmaloka, somehow that they are practicing there, but when the devastation will come, they will go back home. They will not come to this material world. Others who are doing practicing by yoga, something, if they are there, they will have to come back. But devotees, they don't come back. You see, it's a wonderful thing. I was discussing this thing with Prabodhanand Maharaj also. He says, devotee don't come back. Even if they have some desires, okay, they go to higher planets. They fulfill their desires, then from there they go to another higher planet. They don't come back here. It's so powerful, Krishna consciousness. This is the proof. Otherwise, Brahma Bhavana Loka, Punavrito Arjuna. But here, Prabhupada says, no, goes up. Thank you very much for your श्रीमद् भगवद गीता यथारूप की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समस्त भक्त वृंद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।